Hi everyone! Welcome back to my English learning channel. Today I want to teach you two phrases that are very useful for when you remember something. Okay? Imagine you are driving in a car. Your friend is sitting next to you in the passenger seat. Your friend says, "Can we stop at a gas station? I want to buy some snacks." The conversation from your friend triggers something in your mind. You remember that you need to get gas. So you can say, "That reminds me, I have to get gas. That reminds me. That reminds me I have to get gas." We use this phrase when something in the conversation triggers a memory or reminds you of something. So, that reminds me, I need to get some gas. I'll give you one more example. I was talking on the phone with my mother. She told me that it was my cousin's birthday. Her conversation of my cousin's birthday triggered a memory. That reminds me, I have to buy a present for my friend's birthday next week. So my mother was talking about my cousin's birthday, but it sparked a memory in me that I'm going to a birthday party next week and oh yeah, I need to buy a present. So something in the conversation, something someone says reminds me of something. The second phrase that is very similar is "come to think of it." Come to think of it. Come to think of it. Say, for example, you go out with your friends. You are ready to pay the bill. You reach for your wallet, but you don't have it. You start thinking, and you realize you haven't seen your wallet since you left your house. You can say, "Come to think of it, I forgot my wallet at home." Come to think of it, I forgot my wallet at home. Come to think of it is used when you realize something. You realize there is a problem, you realize there is a question, you realize something. So "that reminds me" and "come to think of it" are similar, but they're not the same. So "that reminds me," something someone did or said reminds you. It triggers a memory. But "come to think of it" could be your own realization. I'll give you one more example. Someone asks you, "Have you ever been to America?" You might say, "Yes, I've been to America, but only one time. Come to think of it, I haven't traveled much recently." You are having a conversation with someone and they ask about your travel experience. You reply and you realize, "Oh, I haven't traveled so much recently. Come to think of it, I haven't traveled so much recently." Sometimes "that reminds me" and "come to think of it" can be used interchangeably. For example, someone might ask you, "Was Tony at the party last night?" No, he wasn't there. That reminds me, I haven't seen him in a month. Or you could say, "No, he wasn't there. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in a month." In this situation, the conversation triggers a realization. "That reminds me, I haven't seen him in a month. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in a month." But be careful, sometimes they're not interchangeable. So if we think about forgetting your wallet at home, you want to pay the bill. "Oh, where's my wallet?" You probably wouldn't say, That reminds me, I left my wallet at home. That reminds me sounds like you already had that idea, so you are reminded again. Come to think of it sounds like you are thinking about it for the first time. So the nuance is a little bit different. That reminds me means you've already thought about something before. I need to buy gas, but I forgot. That reminds me, I need to buy gas. But forgetting your wallet, you probably didn't already know you forgot your wallet. So it is happening for the first time. You are realizing something for the first time. Come to think of it, I forgot my wallet. Shoot. Okay, let's try a little quiz. So I will give a situation. Please think of which expression to use. That reminds me, come to think of it, or either. Okay, first question. You're riding the train and you put your heavy bag on the seat next to you. You arrive at your destination. You are in a hurry to get off the train and you forget your bag. What expression would you use when you realize you forgot your bag? Would you say, that reminds me, I must have left my bag on the train? Or would you say, come to think of it, I must have left my bag on the train? Time's up. The correct answer would be, come to think of it. Come to think of it. So you get off the train. Where's my bag? Oh, come to think of it, I must have left it on the train. Okay? Question number 2. Your friend is looking for a new job. They ask you, do you know anyone who is hiring? What would you say? Which expression would you use? Come to think of it, I know someone who's hiring. Or, that reminds me, I know someone who's hiring. I think you can get this one. Okay, ready? Time's up. The correct answer is either of them. So both are okay in this situation. That reminds me, I know someone hiring. Come to think of it, I know someone who's hiring. How did you do on that short quiz? So that's it for today's lesson. Please stay to the end of this video to get your homework. Please write your answers to the homework question down in the comments, and I will see you in our next lesson. Bye-bye!